About 20 years ago, in the early 2000s, I had written a book, rediscovering the roles of apostles and prophets. Daniel Juster got hold of that book. There were things in that book that really resonated with him and TJCII. He made contact with me out of the blue, and he began to tell me who he is and the impact of the book upon him. Then he actually came and said, I'd like to meet denominational leaders. So he came to Oklahoma City with our executive committee. He and I talked about the book, and then he shared the 7 affirmations of TJCII, and our denominational executive committee signed on to that. That was maybe 2010. And then in 2015, a couple of us who were part of the executive committee were invited to come to Dallas to a conference of TJCII. And so I came. They asked me to share some thoughts, and did. And then connections began to occur with people I had not seen in 20 years. It was John Dawson, who I had met back in the 1990s. I had heard about Marty Waldman, met him. Jack Hayford happened to be here at this same conference, and I had known him for a number of years. And it was at that meeting that I was asked to consider becoming a part of TJCII, and I was invited to come to Jerusalem for their annual meeting. And so I did that. They realized, and I realized, that the Lord was leading us. And I've begun to realize that part of the purpose of the Lord leading me, who's Gentile, was I could be a bridge to the larger Pentecostal community in the United States in particular, to my own denomination. And I have some connections that go way beyond historic Pentecostalism, that go into the larger Christian community across Protestant and even Orthodox lines. And so God has opened some doors. There are other Pentecostal denominations who now are aware of TJCII, but I remain committed to sharing really the core theological foundation of, in my opinion, what really part of the gospel is about. That's described in TJCII. I'm honored to be a part of this. Actually, I'm greatly blessed when I'm with the leaders of TJCII, when we gather in Jerusalem and have these powerful times of prayer and intercession, and for what God is doing globally.